Bar muscle up, chest
bar
to bar,
muscle up,
whatever.
sure. Can they hang from the bar? And what you want to do is you don't want to outright ask these questions. You want to answer these questions yourself. So a couple ways to do that. We start with an easy warm-up. We say, hey, let's go ahead and hop up on the bar. I'll show you what a scap pull-up looks like. And we see if they can even just hang from the bar. For the most part, a lot of people can. And if someone can, they'll probably have informed you already, right? From there, the idea is we want to see a basic kip. A couple ways we could do that. We could start with a hollow rock. But for the most part, if we hop up to the bar, we can get them moving. So let's do this. Justin, let's have you hop up. Let's have you do open and close for me on this one. First thing we want to see from a hanging position. So what do we see already? Hands are too close. Come on down for me real quick. And just immediately, if you see something that needs to be changed, don't let them get in 10 reps with the wrong idea. Hands just a little wider for me. Awesome. Feet together nice and tight, and we can help kind of guide this, understanding how to keep tension. Good. And down. We want to accomplish this in as few reps as possible. So if we were to map this out, I want to see 5 reps, open and close, see what that looks like. And a lot of people are going to do it wrong. So Justin's going to do it wrong for me, kind of no rhythm, and just all over. Yeah, a lot of tension. Okay, good. Come down. Okay. So we have to start fixing those problems right away. Okay, so hand positioning, feet positioning, sometimes that's not going to work, right? They're not going to get it. So start using tools right away, especially if it's more in depth in terms of class. So we'd have him say, all right, let's put a block between your feet. Let's see what that looks like. Much better, no bending in the knees. And all you need is what? 3 to 5 reps to see that, right? Okay. What other questions come up from there? In teaching that progression, what comes up for you?
Like, are we picking one movement right now? Which movement are we picking? We're picking pull up, chest to bar, or bar muscle up?
I think he wants us to keep tension in all the movements,
Regardless of skill level.
regardless.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah, because that's what's going to come up. How many people are you going to come in here that are linking muscle up or bar muscle? You know,
very few.
or even chest to bar.
So the question that I would then have is, from there, how do you just straight up assess pull-ups, like linking?
The next piece would be kipping, right? So we figure out if they can kip or they can do a pull-up. What you would do for that, and this is the same idea, is you want to answer these questions, you don't want to ask these questions.
Yeah.
So if I want to figure out the answer to this question from a lot of people, I would say, all right, next what we're going to do this drill, we're going to get a band, we're going to do a pull-up, strict, push away, kip, get back towards. That's one way to start figuring out if they can enable themselves to have tension from over the bar, passing through, and getting back up and over, right? From here, he'll hop up, and I want you just to think right now. He's going to do a strict pull-up. Good. From here, I want you to push away. Hold over. Good. Push away from the bar into that kip, and right back up. Hold 1, 2. Push away. Hold 1, 2, and come down. Good. So, finding a way to isolate the movements and figure out what the problem is. So, this drill is really helpful because you say, all right, we're going to do a strict pull-up to start. Starts to establish where they're at with strict pull-up. Do they need a thicker band? Where's their strength going? And you immediately start getting that information. Then from there, we're going to say, all right, we're going to hold over the bar. From that position, we're going to try and get back into that kip that we started with today. So holding over the bar, push away, and through. And this push away effect is going to have the feedback that we want in terms of keeping tension throughout the movement, right? And that's going to be similar to the chest bar, similar to the bar muscle up. The bigger differences will come for higher skills, which would be butterfly. We're not going to get into that. I don't think we're going to have that issue. Even if we did have that issue when we got into butterfly movements, the problems are the same. They need to keep their legs locked out or straighter. They need to not be loose in the back and keep that tension, which comes back to the open and close drill. Okay. Meredith, class is opening up. We have pull-up drills. What do you got for me? And all I want you to do is just run us through like just a set of ideas. So Mick's showing up to class, you don't know where Mick's at. We don't have anything set up. And we have chest to bar pull-ups today, but your focus is I want everyone to keep tension the whole time.
Okay.
And then I want you to do that in, let's say, 3 steps. So what to start, what to progress, and then assessing where he's at.
Okay.
And that's it. And do that in as few words as possible and get him moving right away.
Okay.
Let's see what that looks like.
All right, Nick. I'm going to have you hop on the bar, and I want you to do 5 kips. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, a kip or an open and close.
Open
Yeah,
and
and you
close.
can describe it. But you
Okay.
can use, and the best thing here, put your hands down for a second. And the best thing to do when you get in a situation where there's a lot of different vocabulary for all the same thing, a lot of different names for the same thing, the idea is just use plain English to describe it, right? Make it as simple as possible because he doesn't know what a kip is. He doesn't know what open and closes are. Say, hey, I want you to hop up on the bar, and then once you're hanging, I want you to try to get your chest back, get your chest through, creating this rocking motion. Okay? And then you can give it a name. You can call it whatever you want.
So I'm gonna have you hop on the bar, and I want you to pull your chest through and push yourself away.
Good. Stop. And then right here, immediate assessment. And I think you saw this. He's too low to the ground, right?
Yeah.
So his feet are touching. So all right, immediately change him. It's like, you know what? I want to make sure that you have enough room to do this movement. Let's get you on a higher bar. Okay. And then what I want you to apply yourself to is a tactile. And the tactile cue, and this is, given the idea that this person has enough comfort that you can maybe put your hands up. Hey, you can ask him, hey, can I put my hands on you to try and help this movement along? So Mick will hop up. Let's go ahead and see that open and close. And then around this, and this will hop, hip, open, good, and down. So lightly on the hip, and you try to force the position that you want so that they can get a feel for it. A lot of times newer athletes won't feel it. They don't know what it feels like. You have to very specifically get them in the rhythm. Go through it one more time, give them the tactile cue, evaluate what that looks like, and then give us one more thing.
So Nick, I'm gonna have you hop on the bar, and I want you to pull yourself away from the bar and push yourself through. Is it okay if I put my hands on you and push you?
Yeah. Right? And you should feel the tension, right? Yeah. They can go faster, yeah.
Okay.
Push harder, yeah. There we go. Good. Yeah. And that's your evaluation, right? At some point, some people are going to require a little more force, and then for Rick, he's a more advanced athlete. You want him to feel as much tension as possible. You want to push him hard because eventually he's going to have to whip over that ball. Yeah. If you're called upon, those are some of the immediate assessments. You want to see how they hang. Maybe get them doing a couple open and closes, use tactile cueing, see how that works. They can't keep their feet together, or even if they can, tell them, hey, I want to see what this looks like. Just walk between your feet. Same thing, give me a couple open and close. In the situation that you're giving a more advanced athlete, use the band, pause, over, push away, back through, show me that.
Thank you.